Hello class, welcome to week 8 of WorldCiv106, and now we are going into Greece and to Alexander the Great. And you might be wondering the little bit of a choppiness, the way in which I put the lectures in. I have 2 lectures in one module. I have a module, right, then I have the lectures, and I have 2 put together. It's a long story. Sometimes, in the fact that I teach this class so much, and I've tried to cram, I've had to teach the 104 sometimes in a regular semester, and then shorter cram courses, and somehow when I transferred over this class, the way I did the format's just a little screwed. It's not really a big deal. It's just that don't think much of it, okay? I want you to watch all the same. I want you'll see the videos I want you to watch, and I want you to write notes on, and that's all you got to do. And so that's really all I have to say for this class this week. Anything else? I think that's it. So I hope you're having a good week. I am trying to ground myself a little bit more, get a little bit more on top of grading, and be basically I'll be much more available this Monday and Tuesday, and then I go back to my busy work week until next Monday and Tuesday. So if you do need to get a hold of me, it would be best to do it in these next 2 days. Otherwise, just keep learning, and we'll keep having a discussion. Oh! Actually, I do want to say one thing. Do I want to talk about the Iran deal? Just to say, I'm just going to say this. For the rhetoric that sometimes comes out by government officials that is against Iran, you might wonder why Trump gave $100 billion military aid package to Saudi Arabia. And I think a good question to ask is, what's the difference between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and why would the United States be so appalled by human rights violations and the lack of freedom in Iran, and yet give so much military aid to Saudi Arabia? And don't think this is just a Trump issue. The U.S. does foreign policy stuff like this all the time. So I guess what I'm actually really just trying to say is you should be skeptical all the time. There are ways in which you can study objectively U.S. foreign policy and watch it make a little more sense. What I would argue is that during the Cold War, if you were for what we did or against, you could almost predict what we were going to do. There was a coherent foreign policy. Again, whether you think it was moral or immoral or whatever you thought of it. Nowadays, it's really not coherent, no matter which president we've had. And so I think that what you should just do is don't buy into rhetoric that's going on with politicians. You need to actually see that there are other interests involved. And, we like to think that we're in a free society. Well, we're free, but I don't know. Our news is such bad quality. It's not fake, it's just low quality. It's biased with very low quality. And so you're not going to really get any analysis on the main news source about the difference or why these things are. But these are things you can explore on Google by really reputable scholarly sources still. So if you're interested about anything on that, also give me a call, okay? Alright, so now I'll let you go. And as the Iranians say, Khodafez, may God be your keeper. And as we say in America, what do we say? Everybody, just have a good week. I'll just stop there. Bye.